Joyous, rising infinite being. So I am going to do an energetic tarot message slash energy pull, my clarifying cards. Soon my newly illustrated deck, since the very first one created in the 1400s or whatever the hell. You know, whatever Google lies about today. Remember, just because somebody says that it's fact does not mean that's fact, okay? Tap in with your innate, internal, intuitive blueprint and guidance system. Infinite creators that created us all. First off, soul essence. What message do we have with these cards for our introspective, integrative, collective, willing to heal the internal splits, that are cool with not talking shit to other external infinite beings because they know that that's a projection from their internal reality, and if you're looking to control some external infinite being, that you're only needing to talk to yourself a bit more. So where can we move any stuck, stagnant energy to its new spaces, transmuted and alchemized? Some moments, the seeds take a little while longer to see. And if you're looking from the 2D aspect, man, you might see a whole bunch of freaking chaos and shit. Just drop it. Let it go. Just drop it. Let it go so you can grow into the flow of your innate eternal essence. And that is what the message is for these cards today. I'm going to see one more time, but I'm fairly certain nothing's pulling for these. But we are going to pull internal alignment, my in alignment deck. Okay, so we got a Knight of Pentacles that came out, which is wonder-filled. Eventual positive outcome, literally. Allow your seeds to be sown. Stop trying to rush the process. Literally, a fruit tree, if one of us in our human experience made it, then we made it fruit faster. So there are trees that fruit faster than 10 years. But a lot of us, when we go plant our food forest and want to create these spaces where we're no longer sleeping and creating our innate eternal reality, we get to allow our seeds to sow as they do. Like the infinite mother does not need fertilizer for things to grow, and yet sometimes the shift that we come through in that fertilizer can be for our growth. You're reliable in your masculine energy right now because you're being willing to know that you're multifaceted, multidimensional, eternally limitless soul, full of innate magic and creativity, having this human experience. Soul essence, was there anything else? Sometimes there's a whole bunch of extra shift that you need to come through. And somebody will call you a fool, and they're projecting from their internal world because you get to create as the multifaceted, multidimensional, eternally limitless soul, full of innate magic and creativity that's having this human experience. You don't have to follow along to the distorted, dogmatic taught conditionings of the generational curse breaker bullshit. Because for me, I'm a generational abundance maker. This absolves all those enchantments that some other external infinite beings have spoken into my reality, and including me before I realized, because we're parented to be a lesser important version of our originator. Literally one of the definitions of a parent. How disnourishing is that? You get to be patient. Stop rushing. Unless you are literally from the continent of Russia, baby. You ain't Russian. You can give yourself some moments to thrive and expand into your innateness. Just because Joanne hit it at 23 and fizzled out soon after, don't mean that that's supposed to be your journey. Baby, because you're the magician. You have magic flowing innately through your DNA. Once you're shedding these taught dogmatic conditionings, why do you think that the snake analogy is a main thing in religion? Why would they want you to shed what you've been taught so your innate eternal essence can shine through? That's why they demonize snakes, so you can keep demonizing you, and you don't got to. It's just energy, because judgment is coming in for all of the distorted shifts that you had to come through. A lot of us were abused as children. Me, I was abused as a child. And I clapped for my abusers, as all of us do. And yes, they did the best that they could. Okay, and I'm grateful that I didn't experience certain other things. But like, I just realized that I didn't learn shift. I was taught how to cook and clean. The bees and the birds conversation, didn't have. I learned misinformation from some other external. Like, I truthfully wasn't taught anything in my home. Like, nothing about this human experience, because that person didn't learn anything about their human experience. The last lineage that I came from, my mother was born in the first segregated schools. Some of the first ones. So when my niece goes to participate in a pageant, for example, and I'm like, how'd they do? Instead of saying, they did great, they say, the white girl won. See, my skin is brown. My hair isn't even black, truthfully. So I get to shed those taught dogmatic conditions, judgment from the infinite creators that created us all, and the beautiful deities that act like they are the gods of this space that seek worship. They're getting some judgment. It is what it is. The infinite creators that created us all created us with our eternally limitless souls and the gods and goddesses to help with this existence so we can all grow and expand. But some of them got a big head, and that's okay. But we believe in things that we've been told. But you can tap in with your Empress energy.